had truck scene.
I never took a drug in my life. On my father's deathbed, swore. Oh, yeah, good, yeah.
I mean, that's the hard thing about the tours.
Absolutely, because you're up all hours of the night. I don't.
Hey, not TV.
Yes.
Only
Yeah.
they get to be on TV.
No, yeah, no, I'll still, I can borrow a pen from Val. I'll be right back.
So 69.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. You're
I've
right
been
back.
feeling the plan back and forth.
All right, John and John, you're on with us.
And they never filed for health department.
You're up first, 111 Cedar Hill Road. I'm gonna take us through.
Hey guys,
How are you?
you guys doing? Good morning. So it's a bit strange. I have John Lentini on my cell phone because he doesn't have a microphone on his device. So he'll be answering if we have any questions or anything. John is on my cell phone, but I can parlay any information that you guys are needing.
Okay, I'll pull up the plans. You want to just tell us what happened out here? Seems like quite a mess you're dealing with, unfortunately.
Yes. So we had about a year ago, we had that big storm come through. We had an existing retaining wall at the top, and then we had like a second retaining wall at the bottom. The top at the closer to our house, one side of it started to fall off from the rainwater and then causing the rocks to fall through, and then everything else crumbling as the weeks progressed. And so we decided to just start repairing it. Found out that there was no drainage put in behind the wall when the wall was put in. And we thought, you know what, let's do it the right way. Let's put some drainage in and put the walls up. I think the intention is to put 4-foot walls up and just follow along where the existing retaining walls were. That when we purchased it March 2020. So I had initially believed our range from the wetland area, we have a stream in the front, and was with over 100 feet. And so we thought that would have been fine to begin the work. But then we received that stop order. I guess somebody, anonymous neighbor had called us in saying that there was something that wasn't proper.
Okay, yeah, well, you're here now. The town engineer thought you might be in the wetland buffer here, so.
It looks like it's.
Yeah, so you probably will need that wetlands permit. I have a comment on the interface between the driveway and the new walls and those stairs. What's going on there? It seems like you could kind of just regrade that area. Why do you need all those stairs in the front yard?
It was just more of allowing like my parents, when they come visit the grandkids, to get up and down the up and down from the lower level to the top of the house. It doesn't have to be as many. We thought it would just be easier for an older person walking down, and along the driveway we thought might be good.
Yeah, why wouldn't they walk up? No, but why wouldn't they walk along the driveway? I don't know what you're getting to and from, and if you've got the driveway there, what's the purpose? It looks odd, I have to say.
Yeah, no, we were just trying to think of how can they best do it. Should we put stairs maybe straight from the driveway to the lower level? We thought maybe up top down would look nice because of just like the way if you're looking straight up the house, it kind of is an elevated platform. Would the stairs help, guide the eyes up to the house possibly? And it is right next along the driveway, you're right. But that was our initial idea of the stairs.
I mean, my suggestion would be eliminate the stairs. I think if you're looking at your house, you're going to kind of be attracted to the stairs and say, well, why are there stairs there?
Next to the driveway, I see.
Yeah. I don't know if John wants to talk about that, or I don't know how wedded you are to that idea.
Drive your parents up the driveway.
Yeah,
Hey, John, do you have any?
Yes, I'd like to add to this. Can I talk through your phone?
I
yeah, we
think-
heard him. Yeah,
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the time you're taking. I carefully laid out these stairs, so they're not very much different than the profile of the driveway. They step within a foot of the driveway, so it really wouldn't be like, it's not like they're dug in, it's not like gouged out of the yard. It's
No,
just.
I think that's my point.
A severe slope. You know,
Yeah.
it's a little tough walking up the driveway.
yeah, I think that's my point, John. There's not much of a grade change there. You know, why are we doing it?
Was further
Well, if you
down.
notice the contours, when you come over the bridge, it's not as steep. As soon as you get to where I'm showing the bottom of the stairs, the slope is increased to over 15%. It's just, it's just a way of walking to the stairs and stepping one step at a time. In my experience, the gait of the stairs would be better for an older person. They hardly be
Where did,
visible from the street.
I don't know. I just don't understand it, why you just wouldn't walk along the driveway and avoid stairs, especially if you're talking about old people.
But we can't change the slope of the driveway, and the only entry for a pedestrian to the house is walking up the driveway, and again, it gets very steep at that point. It was the owner's
Who
request.
are the pedestrians walking up?
Please say again?
I don't understand the audience. So who are we where were they coming to and from?
At the point
So,
the driveway gets steeper, then the stair would start, and it would end when the driveway levels out.
No. Who are we trying to serve with the stairs?
Pedestrians
who-
walking up. Not everybody takes a vehicle to the house, and
Right.
again,
But why wouldn't you walk along the driveway that's there? But I'm missing something.
The initial intent was really for getting from the house down to the lower level, and from the driveway down to that lower level, it's a really steep decline right around the bottom of the stairs. And so that was our initial idea of putting it along the side of the driveway. That way they can just use a more secure way of getting down instead of walking down the driveway.
What would these stairs be made out of?
These, I believe, are natural stone slabs.
With the railing?
section, one of the drawings.
Yeah, and one of the drawings there is.
Oh, yeah.
It's the next drawing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Natural stone.
Yeah, so these are ready rock stone
Is there a
steps.
railing with that?
What's that?
Is there a,
No railing?
I,
don't see.
you would have to put a railing, absolutely. If you're doing it for people who are older, they need a railing. But if you're doing it for who can't walk up a steep driveway, then they would need a railing. Because if you're walking the driveway, you don't need. You could, but if you can't, you need the railing.
Their argument.
That's right.
Can't use the driveway because we need something more accessible,
Right,
but it's not more accessible without a ramp. It's just good logical.
and how many steps are there? It looks like an enormous number.
If you scroll down to the next page.
How many steps?
Let's see.
Well, we've broken it up at a platform, and if I'm not mistaken, there was, let's see, I have to count them.
26.
35, 40.
They're slightly flatter, right? They're not standard 7 on 11. It looks like they're shallow but longer. Idea.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Intent is for an older person to not have to drop too far.
Because if you're gonna put steps going up.
There's no code requirement as far as I'm concerned.
I
For the
would
railing.
think-
Upstairs too, because it's only.
Just landscaping.
Yeah, it's landscape.
I would
Only
think
it's
you
coming out of
did
the house.
do rock
Once you get to
steps
grade
Mhm.
level.
and do them gently curving with a railing or a wall next to them. That would be part of the landscape. But to do it this way is, I don't think it's gonna look,
You're saying more naturalistic.
yes,
So it is a natural look. The rock that we chose, it's kind of like a weathered large slab rock, and I believe few feet wide.
32 risers, by the way.
Okay, so 32 risers, and the idea was to kind of curve it around the landscaping, and the wall will a separate small wall would have to be right along the stairs, just because of how steep that slope is off the driveway.
It's more like a curb. Because if you look at my section BD, I have the driveway profile behind the stair profile. And at the beginning, the stairs are under the driveway profile. And when you get to the top, they're a little bit above the driveway.
Right, and there's the application. So.
Am I seeing this correctly, that it was a single retaining wall and now it's actually 2 retaining walls?
Not sure what was there.
It looked like a single wall
Or
there from the street view.
Yeah.
What is all the fill on the lower level now? Picture. When did they start work on this?
Yeah.
Okay, if you continue
Can you
down.
scroll down?
Scroll down, right, up a little. Next one up.
Yeah, so we started because at the time I thought this was outside the buffer zone, which is fine. We don't mind going through this process. And what we did was the lower wall. We started doing the foundation for the lower wall, and that's why that fill looks like it was built up. It's going to be lower. It's just they had pulled it. They pulled the dirt up just to make room to start.
Oh, so you didn't bring fill.
No, I think that's where the wall.
No, yeah, there was no fill. Sorry. Hi, I'm his wife. I'm also a homeowner here. My name is Catherine Wong. I was a little late, but the wall there was no fill brought in. That's everything that was there already. We're just trying to retain all of that fill.
is
Earth.
it,
Now,
Yeah.
where is the septic? That's a
Right there.
yeah, the
Yeah,
launch field.
so-
plan shows lower wall being built on top of the septic.
We're replacing
Which
the wall
can't
that
be
was
done.
already there. That's the part of the problem. We're trying to work within the confines of the septic. And the existing wall was already where the plans are.
It looks like from where you show the septic that this new wall is gonna be on top of the septic.
I don't see that. There's the septic exit. That's the waistline out.
There were fields going in the other direction. There was a plan there.
Oh, yeah, existing.
Is that the upper leach field?
It doesn't look like it extends over there. Well, yes, right here.
Yeah, you see right
Yeah,
there?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, so the
So
dotted line is
that wall
septic.
has to be shifted off the septic area,
Right here.
or else you're gonna damage the
Yeah. The intent was to go above. We're not going to dig into the leach field just because of the way that the elevation is. We were planning to go right above it.
Yeah, I think you have to show that on the plan.
Oh, and what height?
No.
We can't improve a wall.
You're showing the wall on this field, right here, you see that?
So I think the problem was
The wall's
the
on.
existing wall was already there, like the hill was already covering that. And we're actually trying to push it back more.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
it's-
plans don't show that.
It's supposed to be 10 feet from that field. And
But
it's
if you
not
look at,
pressure.
yeah, I think the problem is the height of that word, like the grade. This was the best we could do with the existing leach fields and the closeness to the house and the grade of the hill.
But what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose a portion of your septic system, which reduces the capacity of the septic system, which was designed to service your home.
Yeah.
So you'd really have to go to the health department and work. Do that.
So to avoid that, we'd have to push the wall back towards the house,
10 feet from the field,
10 feet from the field.
or else go to the health department, make sure that they're okay with it. Are you sure this is the exact location of the septic?
Yeah, we had been provided from previous owners a survey of the property and then the septic plans of when they first dug in and placed these fields. And so what John did was he overlaid the topography and the survey and the septic mapping.
You may want to verify it in the field.
Okay.
The as-built isn't that accurate. What you're saying it's shifted a little further towards the street. It could be, and you could be all right. You might want to find that upper box in that upper field. It shouldn't be very deep.
So what do you think we should do as next steps? Have them look at this and then come back to us?
Yeah, they should probably
Yeah,
take a careful look.
take a look at that, find out exactly what it is, otherwise you'll have to move the wall. Give some consideration to the comments about the stairs, whether or not that really is something.
Totally changed the whole design of what they're doing.
It might end up with a single wall.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to avoid, like just like a single, 8-foot
Yeah.
wall monstrosity. And if we could
Just
tier
keep in
it.
mind,
that was-
if that wall.
Sorry, say that again?
Understood. Just keep in mind, if that wall ever does exceed 6 feet in height, you have to come to the planning board.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, right. And that's why we were trying to keep it at 4 and 4.
Yep.
And avoid the septic and the leach fields, which is where our biggest concern is, and then the height of the elevation. So we were trying to do our best and get around with everything there, but what for us to confirm the leach fields, is that something that we need the health department to confirm, or is that something that we can dig and
No.
identify?
You could have somebody dig them up and identify it. You just want to make sure that we're not reducing the capacity of your septic system.
Okay. And then, so we'll readdress and reevaluate the stairs. And then we'll also look at where the leach fields are. Would
Yeah,
stairs on possibly the other side be appropriate? Because then that allows access on 2 different locations, driveway and stairs.
Well, that's up to you. Don't you have a rock
Yeah,
outcrop?
right.
Yeah, that's why we were trying to avoid the rock outcrop. It's like the bedrock that I'm sure you guys have seen and dealt with many years.
Yeah, and the stairs also have to be 10 feet from those fields.
Right. And that's another reason why we can't go too close to there either.
Right, that was why we put them by the driveway to begin with. We really just what we wanted was almost stairs straight down the middle there. Because the kids play on that front lawn. But this was our compromise, was to put them by the driveway to avoid the leach fields.
Well, you could swing it out if they wanted to go on the right side of the rock there.
You go around.
It'd be a nice, bit more gradual.
When you're waving
An
your hand,
easier approach.
what does that mean? I don't, does the applicant understand what you're referring to?
Yeah, to
Say that
the,
again?
to the,
Yeah, take it this.
That's an
west
interesting.
side of the rock outcrop. Is that what you were thinking of possible alternate locations? That could work.
I think it
It's a
would-
bit around, but
Yeah.
it does avoid the leach field.
Yeah,
Well,
it avoids
We
it.
don't need, you think about it. You don't need to decide now.
Sure, sure.
There was just a little confusion on the profile that was given. There was an existing grade line, and then there was a Westchester County grade line. Yeah, that profile right there,
Which one?
with the house shown on.
Oh,
There were two different grade lines.
oh, county. Oh, I see, yeah.
I believe that was the topography from the county mapping that John had drawn or pulled.
But then you show an existing grade?
Yeah, so
Above-
they had filled and planted many plants and shrubs on this hill. Before we when we purchased it, this is the way it was. And it seemed like that just over time, the walls had just allowed dirt and mulch and everything just to build up. And so that's, I believe, why the existing grade looks to be above the county topography.
I just think the county topo probably wasn't that accurate, right?
Possibly.
Things. Or else you just don't fill over the septic like that.
Don't know.
Yeah. I guess when you locate the septic, you'll figure that out.
Okay, so next steps are identify septic fields and think about the stairs. And then, so submit the same application,
And then
let's do it, the same process.
wetland issue. And then, yeah, no, you just resubmit when you're ready and have it, and we'll put you on the next meeting. There's not an additional fee or application to fill out, just the new plans when you're ready. But don't forget the wetland issue, and if you are in the buffer, you'll need to create a mitigation plan that we need to see as well.
So as of today, are we in the buffer? Because we had measured that we weren't, but that was how this whole process got
Yeah,
started.
I think
100 feet from the water course?
Right.
100 feet from the water course?
we don't know. We need the buffer on there and we'll know, right, yeah. It look close,
Close.
yeah. So you have to show us where that wetland is, where the buffer is, and then if the work's outside of the buffer, then certainly you don't need a permit, but you don't have enough information to know that.
I see. Is that measurement, can we do that ourselves or do we need to have a wetland consultant to do that?
And you want it, John.
You know, you could. We could have someone from my office just meet you. And we can determine whether the wetland extends out from the road. So,
Okay, yeah, that works for
So-
us.
you just take a measurement.
You'll have to coordinate that, yeah, coordinate that with the town engineer, and then they'll meet you out there and decide.
Yeah, call Danielle at my office and see if she could have Susan meet you on site. Let us know a good time.
So Daniela and Susan would meet on site. Okay, and I'm sorry, which office should I be calling? The planning board office?
No, the town engineer at 273-2323.
273-2323, got it. Okay. All right, that works for us.
And sorry, just to confirm, so when we find the septic, do you need like any sort of official like drawings, or the same way that we're having,
Yeah.
our client Daniela and Susan's gonna come meet us? Do we need anybody to
No.
come and like?
No, if anything changes, then you'll update the plans, and those
Okay.
plans are, have the stamp and seal of your professional on.
Got it. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I think we got our next steps. Thanks, guys. Thanks for going through this with us.
Sure.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, so this, at a meeting or two ago, we had some questions exactly where this patio was being expanded and a piece of the driveway. All that information, clarified it on the plans. Everything looks fine to me, and they addressed all of my outstanding questions. Now, my opinion is, I think everything. Department, do you have any comments? we need
I
to-
just had a couple of.
Oh, about the stormwater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want
We did a
to.
lot of work.
The sheet said there was 1,225 square foot impervious surface, new impervious surface. 1,225, and they only designed the stormwater for 600, so. It was a clear line.
Yeah.
So it's asking to explain. And then they'll have to do the deep holes and perk tests.
So do you think you're okay if we send it to building and they address that?
Sure.
All right, so then I'll make a motion to send this. building.
I'll second.
Second. Sue, all in favor?
Aye.
Hi, guys, good morning. We're up to 3 Deer Ridge. Ralph, you want to take us through?
Yes.
Great.
Hold on one second.
Hey, Ralph, I'm here as well.
Okay, you can jump in anytime.
Yeah, this one seems pretty straightforward, but take us through it.
Hey, Adam, how are
Yeah,
you?
I mean, this house was in front of the RPRC. I don't remember the exact date. And it is under construction right now.
Yep.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
It's sort of,
There we go.
but that could look really strange. There we go.
Does it still look strange?
No, it's good, good. It's good.
How many acres?
Okay,
How many acres? Is it 2 acres?
yes, it's
2.2.
Yeah, just over 2 acres.
Yeah.
So the allowable coverage on this lot is over 4,000 square feet. And I need a little bit of interpretation from Adam, Rob, whoever wants to give it to me. On the grass pave and the gravel pave. The area in front of the house, this courtyard here, and the area in front of the garage, this area here, are gonna be grass pave, which is a product that lets grass grow through it, and gravel pave, which is essentially like segmented and it has gravel.
Sorry, Ralph, just interrupt for 1 second, clarify. It's the area in front, the courtyard in front of the house is correct. The gravel pave is on the strip going in and over, not.
Oh,
on the
yes,
air-
I'm sorry. That's
Yep.
right. It's the actual driveway, going in from the road and going in front of the motor court.
We've dealt
In-
with
in
this
front of the-
before, go ahead, Rob.
I'm sorry, you had started saying something?
Well, the way we've dealt with this is if it's like it depends on the construct of the product you're using. So we've seen like the plastic hexagon grass stabilization. And what we've done in that is wherever there is actual physical material that gets excluded, but the area that is soil and grass doesn't count. And if it's all gravel, it's all gravel, there's nothing coming through that. So it depends on the product and what the voids are. You don't have to include the voids.
Okay, so based on that, the area in front of the garage, which is gravel, and
No.
the area of the actual driveway going in from the road and to the right in front of the motor, in front of the garage court, that is all going to be counted as 100% coverage, correct?
If that's what it is,
Hold on. Again, Ralph, we're making a mistake. In front of the garage is asphalt. It's the entrance into the property and over to the garage that is gravel. And then in front of the house is grass pave.
Okay, so it's still 100%. The whole thing is
and
100%.
asphalt is just. Yeah. And then show us the detail of what's happening in front of the front door, the courtyard.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find that.
Wait, Adam, just so I can make sure I understand you, because I think you said something different. The gravel is completely permeable and will count as not against coverage. Is that what you said?
No, the opposite. It does count
Okay.
coverage. Yeah, it's not pervious surface calculation. It's what's going on top of the land. So gravel is counted gross land coverage.
Got it. So then in front of the house is going to be a 50% coverage. That didn't change at all. Yeah, there you go.
If that's what the product is showing, let's see here. Yeah, so what's underneath so all the area that's sod does not count. So whatever that calculation is. Ralph.
Okay, so is it possible that it could be 60% or something even greater than 50? Okay,
Well, it is, yeah, you just have to show us what it is, calculate that. That's how we've done it.
okay. Now, essentially, either way, we need to get to the zoning board for a variance.
Right, because you're above the maximum amount.
Yes.
Okay.
So how do we get there?
Okay. There now, I mean, do you have any concern, anyone?
I'm sorry.
Like, I know it's still, it's not, it's a zoning coverage issue. Any kind of pavement is.
I just, on a brand new house, I got a hard time with having to send somebody to zoning for gross land coverage on a 2-acre lot. Like, it's a huge lot. We're maxing out a huge lot like this, and we're asking for more house.
Rob, we got about, I don't know how big that detention pond is in the back, but there's a ton of unusable part of the property, which is easement for the town for the detention pond as well.
But that's part of your acre.
Yeah, you actually get credit for all that, Andy.
Understood, but we can't build we can't use it at all.
But you're basically, whatever could be built, that whole area, you can build on another part of the property.
Yep.
In any way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, you just have a lot going on here. And I get it.
I guess it's small.
It's a big house, it's,
Is
but,
there a landscaping plan?
but I don't think it's for us to adjudicate that. It's the zoning board. From a planning perspective, I don't have a problem with it. It's just above the maximum amount of land coverage. How many square feet does it end up being, Ralph?
I have to get the exact number based on the 50% just for the grass.
Worst case scenario, what's the worst case number you have?
1,000 to 1,200 square feet, something like
Right,
that.
so it's not a lot. compared to what is permitted. You know, I'll make a motion to send this to the building department and the zoning board. Anyone want to second that?
Again, the zoning board will make a determination and will provide a variance to allow.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
to
what
allow-
they need in order to build.
In order to build, in order to
Yes.
build. It's not easier just to say, let the hardscape down by.
Well, they could do that.
Is there any other type of products they could use that would,
Well, they could expand the grasscrete to in front of the garages, and does that, if that gives them 1,000 square feet change, and
have they thought about other products?
Yeah, well, quite frankly, we're using gravel and grass paved because it's, you know, in my, you know, it's not, you know, pavement, right? So it's not for drainage purposes and everything else. It will allow water to go through. So I think this was the best that we thought we could do based on what we're trying to accomplish. There's really only one section of the driveway right in front of the garage that is paved. The rest is, you know, more natural materials.
Correct, and it's all pervious basically
Yeah.
because it's
And
gravel
I
or-
understand why you want to do that aesthetically too. I think it will look good.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I, you know, have letters from 5 of my neighbors who are all in support of us finishing our driveway.
Yeah.
It's their option to go to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, keep in mind what Rob is saying. You might have an uphill battle with them. They might say, no, we're not doing it. So I'd have a backup plan in case you don't get this 1,000 square foot variance. I mean, there's enough going on that you could deal with it if you don't, but you know, yeah, you can go.
Okay,
Sorry, I don't see a landscaping plan.
There was one
It's original.
approved with the house and it was extensive.
Okay,
So there's a motion, right?
So
I'll
I made that motion.
I'll second that. Okay.
All right, so that. On favor? Yep. Okay. And so, okay, guys, so we'll post this, but call Lori at the ZBA so you can get your slot for this.
okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
it's a good thing I turned this pumpkin around.
See it now.
Really, is our meeting that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
That's a very
Festive.
theme to it.
Very spooky.
Listen, I'm gonna be the witch at the haunted house
Okay.
Nice.
for the historical society.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna practice. This meeting, wait till you see what I do to the names.
Hey, good morning. We are up to 6 Shoemaker. You're here for this one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, can
Okay.
you
do
see
you wanna-
us? Oh,
No,
our
we see
camera's
you.
not
We hear you
working.
though.
Our camera's not
Okay.
working for some reason. Oh, hang on one second. Let me just check this. Start video. Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
See you.
Hey, how are you? Good morning.
Morning.
So this
So
is
do you have the plans?
Dottie.
Do you have the plans online? Do you want me to pull them up or do you want to?
You please
on.
pull them up. If you can, we don't have them online.
have them? Okay. What we are talking about. Actually, where's the site? It's a new pavilion,
Correct.
okay? And it's going in the backyard of 6 Shoemaker.
Right. It's within the setback and 15 feet from the pool.
Yeah, so that's,
It's hard to understand where it's going.
yeah, so I think what I'm looking, and you can tell us if we're right or wrong. So the house is built. We
Yes.
approved the pool is almost, that's in, but everything's not done. And I think this is the existing equipment pad here.
Correct. It's in front of it. It's gonna be, I'll show you a drawing right now on the camera.
This is the house with the courtyard in the front.
No. It's just a driveway kind of.
Hold it, Daddy, hold it.
It's towards the cul-de-sac. 6.
These were
See
all
this?
maxed out.
They managed to do it.
Did they? Because I thought all those houses were maxed out on lot coverage. Because I had Frank cut back stuff all over the place. No, I know, but I thought it was everything. I know this one's maxed out. That one's definitely maxed out because I made him cut this one all the way around and I made him cut out this whole
So-
back half.
So
Because it was
what are we looking at here?
Where the pavilion goes, here.
I can't really see it. And why is this different from what you submitted to us?
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah, we don't have that.
Oh, you were just trying to outline it for him to see it better.
I was just outline it.
On the plan, it's not colored in like that, so we just colored it in so you could see it better.
It's in front of the
can't-
patio for the pool
All
equipment.
right, let me go,
Yes.
let's go back to what you said, because I can't really see what you're showing.
Okay.
So it looks like this box is where you're putting it, correct?
Yes.
All right, so what's the intent here? You want to go to the zoning board of appeals? Or do you want to move it?
Yes, it's gonna be moved
It's gonna be
because
moved.
we don't want to go to zoning and we want it within the setbacks.
Okay, good. Okay, so that seems to make sense, and you have plenty of room to move it, right, closer to the
Exactly.
pool. Let's just go back to the building inspector's question.
And Adam, what was the dotted line that we're looking at? What did that indicate?
This dotted
Yeah,
line,
the one
that's
that,
the,
the one that bisects the.
This one.
Yeah.
that's
The north.
the.
I believe that's a setback.
Extend
Yeah,
beyond
right,
that.
right.
So that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You're right, so they have to move it so
Yeah.
that they don't violate
Right,
that
exactly.
setback and don't need to go to the zoning board
Exactly.
of appeals. But we want to answer the building inspector's question, so let's go through that. Yeah. I think the actual structure is beautiful. I really like it. It's really nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it the 4-wall open or
Yeah.
is it?
Gross land coverage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we show that you're coming in about 300 or so square feet below.
Okay.
How big is the new?
But we need, we do need the backup, so we'll get that. We need the floor area land coverage, the floor area calculations too. The area underneath of the pavilion gets counted as floor area. So under our code, so you'll need to
We
submit
will
that.
do that. We will submit it. Yes.
And that's really it on my end. John, do you have any?
This, grading, erosion control, stormwater. And addressing the basics.
And Sue, you have any? On this?
I think the pavilion looks great. I just don't know how big it is.
How many square feet?
Yeah.
It's a 931.
No, 600, no, much smaller.
That's the
Right.
size.
It is.
If you go to the floor plan, it shows it. Go up, please, go up, up. There, right
Okay,
there.
so it's. So that's,
It's under 4.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like 400 and something.
which chart?
Actually, it's a nice
Coverage.
size.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
a
I thought it was.
area
I thought
covered
that's-
by. Area
Can you go
covered.
back to the coverage chart? Not on there. You blow
Blow
that
that
up, can you blow that up?
That's because the pad is added onto that.
Right.
That's why the equipment pad's added onto that.
It's bigger than.
Yeah, why do you have so much as in accessory buildings? Why are you proposing 900 square feet?
Well, what we had done was we took the pad that has all of the pools, equipment pad, and we added that to the square footage. I think that might be a mistake. So
Oh, I
that,
see what, I
yeah,
see what
because
you're doing.
it's so
So that's
close
the footprint of the pavilion plus the pad you're building behind it. That's what you're saying?
yes,
Got it.
Big pad.
Yeah, that is a big pad.
It says 931.
Yes. Keep in mind, all that equipment also meet the setback requirement. So if you don't, I think the plan you had it was putting it behind, but then make sure you're moving it far enough in so that the equipment stays outside of that setback as well. Anything related to that pool complex.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
Yes, sir.
okay. Is everyone okay with this?
Do we
I
need,
still don't understand.
What
What's 931 square feet of additional permit?
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So it's the building
Plus
plus
the
patio or patio?
More patio and an equipment pad.
Okay, so they have to give us a site plan that shows that,
Yes,
because that really didn't show.
yes.
you want to come back, you think, or you want to?
No,
I'm all right.
I think everybody's fine with how the
Yeah.
cabana looks.
Yeah.
Which everything else is just work out with John and I later.
Yeah, so I'll make a
Let's
motion
clarify.
to send this to building.
I'll second that.
Well, I just want to say building and revised
Okay.
to eliminate zoning on it.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, so I made that motion,
I'll second that.
seconded, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Two JKs.
I will resubmit a new site plan.
So what you'll do now is we'll post all of the comments later today on the RPRC website. That's
Okay.
gonna tell you, address everything, but submit it. You don't need to come back to us here.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank
Bye now.
you. Bye-bye.
Some people are so focused on technology. Eric Abraham.
It's just because we use it all day long.
Just getting connected. Hi, Joe. Joe and Eric, you with us?
Yes, Eric is here.
Great. Okay, Joe, do you want to take us through it? You want me to pull up the plans? Do you want to do it? All right, I'll do it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you are.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
All right, great, even better. Makes it easier for me.
I'll be in here for 2 years.
Oh, I see. I have to, okay, hold on one second.
I could do it, I got it here if it's
Okay,
easier.
yeah, why don't you?
Okay. Let me just pull it up. Okay. All right, so this is basically what we're talking about is existing house, garages facing North Lane. And the applicant's looking to build a couple of pull-off parking area and expand on this side. Generally
Yeah.
speaking, no real issue here, other than the fact that you're very close to a bunch of trees. Are you gonna have to remove some of those trees to do this? You think they'll survive? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're referring to the one, that little sliver on the.
Yeah, there's a tree here and there's, you know what, I think there's a tree here that's not really shown, but I could be wrong, but you know what, I can pull up the street view. See what is it, 7 Northland? Yep.
Eric, do you feel that there's an issue there with the tree?
You're asking us? I'm really
I'm
asking
asking
you.
No, I'm asking Eric. Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think he can hear me.
You're Eric.
Eric, are you there?
Well, I just muted him. I think he's talking to someone else.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here, guys.
Okay. Eric, could you respond to that about the tree?
Well, we really hope we don't lose any trees by doing this. We're not getting any closer on the downward side, that little sliver addition. We're not.
In the show, yeah, you're getting closer certainly to this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our goal is not to lose anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying you might, because I don't know if you're gonna be able to expand that and.
If it happens that it's gonna be one tree, but we're just gonna set the curb in concrete and pave at the existing grades. We're not gonna change grades.
Yeah, you want to do this just because you end up you're hitting this curb when you're backing out? Is that what's
Exactly. We hit it,
Yeah.
and also when we're backing out, we don't have great sight distance up the road. So that if we come out front wise, it's safer. We've had a number of near accidents backing out of this driveway.
Yeah, I get it. I see. Yeah. I think as I'm just saying, that tree might not make it, and if everyone's okay with that, I understand why you want to do it. Well, I can see how that's annoying. All right, is everyone okay with this?
You do.
All right, I'll make a motion. Department.
Okay.
No.
Oh, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so anything on your end?
No, just stormwater.
Okay.
Looked like we gave him he was in once before.
Yes.
Recent impervious.
Yeah,
On the driveway, on the
They
left
should
side.
Probably figure that in their stormwater numbers.
Yep.
But that's in the.
Okay. All right, any questions on your end?
No,
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Okay.
gentlemen. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye now.
Take care.
Bye.
You. Oh, so we have one more piece of business to do with the, oh no, I don't think Val sent out these minutes, right? No. We can't. So we will make a motion to close the meeting at 10:20. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
You.
Thank you.